Reupload Revier.
Life a series of swerves, so you gotta start to stack up your chips for those eventual heights and falls. Notice I said falls like 3 or 12. Let's delve into the basis of things that we face on the pace with economic, social plights. We're in a dogfight, living in a mind cage. I fight for life, that's right. It's not easy climbing ladders of adulthood within a country that's in a dull mood. You can die without food or through the wrong clue. True Jackson, this not the Disney scene, shit's me. We cry for those who fat cat while we scream and make a scene. So we go ahead and create a super team to gain a win off the back of sin. Walk a mile in a moccasin so they can't bully moccasin until you can like children. But I can't have that unwanted subscription. I only subscribe to get dreams off aspirations. For those I say
I can go anywhere. For I can be anything. I can go anywhere. For I can be anything.
before the continue, insert coin. Back to split, legging hits to the groin. Live in Mortal Kombat vs. Shao Kahn. Resemble dad and mom just to face my fear. I had not to care to conquer life. Needed balls, bollocks, cojones to embrace aloneness. Hearing your life's less made my decisions lifeless, but I digress. You 90s rulers of life a mess by your behest. We do all what you say for a quest. Intention the best creates intended tension. Thinking there's secrets in the Snowden. Mad after facts out and about, so we spout hate to what we create. An endless cycle, the fate we articulate, capitulate. Forward checkmate on a checkerboard, rise on a ripcord. To see pots, pans, looking up for fellow follow fans who sing praise and worship under awe. But we can't have that unwanted subscription. We only subscribe to accomplish aspirations for those we say
I can go anywhere, for I can be anything. I can go anywhere, for I can be anything.
enough with heated one-side debates, which deflate senses of sanity like watching Hannity. He is I and I is him. A Jay-Z hymn, sim, pot of neck, heck lyrics, release the soul, let it go, 88. But I'm far from a broke state of mind where money's based on time. I'm based on 40, kill yourself for 5 fat 40s, let me get together. Let's go, positive, charge atom, good rewards, not only hang on keys or outside threes. Surround sound defense, accomplish all you wish in a day where maybe a 15 gets you on one spot on top, but that's a fractional possibility. You feeling me? It's not easy being in a circle, feeling square as I try angles to start in the game. But I had to stay sane, almost took myself out the game for infamous fame, but she saved me so I didn't have to subscribe to that unwanted subscription. This is our time and hope the new world rulers band up and say
I can go anywhere, for I can be anything. I can go anywhere, for I can be anything. I can go anywhere, for I can be anything. I can go anywhere, for I can be anything.
Power tools. When you think of power tools, ladies and gentlemen, you think of hedge clippers. You think of edgers, lawnmower, if you will. You think of electric screwdrivers. You think of drills. Shout out to them niggas in Chicago. But when you come to the B1 spaces, we view power tools in another light. Power tools are what others would call the extension of someone's arm, the extension of someone's hand, and that is a gun. And for the past, I want to say, at least 40 years, this government has decided to legislate how people can own guns, use guns, have guns. We've got the ones on the left who say guns are bad, everybody need to be checked, or nobody need to have it at all. We got those on the right that said, listen, the founding fathers put it in the Constitution. We allowed to have it. You come in my house, you're going to have to take it by force. Then you got the moderates who say, listen, I get what both sides are saying, but leave me out of it. Ladies and gentlemen, May 14th, 2022, black people, ain't no more leaving it alone. Ain't no more, I got to stay out of it. Ain't no more of this, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, the war is here. And I told y'all this last year. The Civil War is here on all fronts. Legally Fuller gave us the nine areas. This piece of shit who still, shout out to the Buffalo PD because these and the FBI, these assholes still have not released this piece of shit's name. But folk, oh yeah, I'm pissed. Not only did this happen in my old state, but the fact that it happened in a black neighborhood should alarm everybody. And it's highly ironic that I was in a space earlier today just listening with some brothers who were talking about how to protect our neighborhoods, and a lot of brothers brought up the power tools. And then, of course, I see this on Twitter as I'm walking to my car. And again, the piece of shit still hasn't had his name released, but the piece of shit, according to Wikipedia, let's begin, folks, because I need to cool down a little bit. But I'm gonna let y'all read this, folks. Now, this is Wikipedia, so I'm gonna take it with a grain of salt. But this is apparently the details that somebody put up about the shooting. So this was at a top supermarket, and apparently that's a big thing in New York, Pennsylvania, and Ohio. So it says at approximately 2:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, the shooter drove to the top supermarket from an unknown area hours away. He shot 4 people in the parking lot, 3 of whom died. He then went inside the store where a security guard, a former Buffalo PD officer, engaged him. Owing to the suspect's heavy body armor, the guard's bullets did not stop him, and the guard was shot and died at the scene. He continued to work his way through the store. He made his way back to the front of the store, where patrol officers were able to talk to him into dropping his gun and put the gun to his own neck. Police arrested the suspect and transported him to Buffalo Police Headquarters. Folk, how in the hell did you see this man with the gun at his neck and y'all don't take him out? Huh? Let this would have been a Negro. This don't play out. Afternoon to the chat. I'm pissed. I don't like this. So they said the suspect has been described as an 18-year-old white man with dirty blonde hair. He was wearing body armor and a military-grade helmet and was carrying a head-mounted camera through which he live-streamed the attack on Twitch. Police say he is not from Buffalo and traveled hours to the supermarket. The suspect has described himself as a white supremacist. He also stated in his written manifesto that he believed in the Great Replacement conspiracy theory and that the white birth rate must change. He allegedly praised fellow white supremacist mass shooters Dylan Roof and Brenton Tarrant in online posts. And reactions, it says Governor Kathy Hochul, Representative Brian Higgins, Attorney General Letitia James, and many others condemned the shooting. We take that off the screen, folks. Folk, I'm gonna put out some predictions here. I'm gonna think this white supremacist was from Pennsylvania. That's my prediction. I'm going to say he's from Pennsylvania. Now, for those who don't know how upstate New York works, I've been telling people this for years. There are white supremacist cells up in upstate New York. My sister went to Binghamton. It's a college. It's one of the SUNY schools, State University of New York system. We went up there to visit. We went to the Walmart because she had to go get some stuff. This red pickup truck, I'm talking about the old pickup truck, came up into the parking lot. They had the rebel flag in it. Yes, the Confederate flag, folks. Not only did it have it, and they parked. Now, mind you, in these small towns, Walmart is like the main attraction, folks. Question mark, I got links, I got videos. I don't know how far I can go, but I think for this live stream, I'm going to do it, and then I'm probably going to put it on private and put out a password for you to go back and look at it, because I know YouTube is actively looking for people who are putting up stuff. So I will do that for y'all. But back to what I was saying. The white supremacists in this red pickup truck, it was a whole family, got out the truck. They had the white supremacist outfit. They had the fucking wife beaters, the cargo pants, and no shoes. That's right, folks. They walked into Walmart barefoot, folks. My mom looked at me. I looked at her. My two sisters looked at me. And I said, let's make this quick and avoid these white supremacists. We asked my sister about it. She said, yeah, they do that all the time. Question mark, I do not have the whole stream. Apparently, they took down the stream off of Twitch. But I have the first 20 seconds. And I also have, unfortunately, I have him taking somebody out. Because, like you know, on this platform, I like to do research. So as I shouldn't even be admitting this, but as I was driving home, I was looking for information. And when I found some. I downloaded myself a video. But when I got home, before I started this live, I went to the white supremacist threads and websites because, of course, they have more information than the news has. So I'm going to give y'all a secret. If y'all want to find out things that happen like this, your best bet is to start through Reddit and work your way down. Again, go to Reddit and work your way down. So let me see if any of this stuff loaded. Now, let's start like this. Here's the piece of shit. We love it, folks. He looked like he just left Survival Weekend. This is the piece of shit. And again, they still haven't released his name. I wonder if the cocksucker, they took him to Sonic and got him a nice meal. Because that's what they did with Dylan Roof, except they took him to Burger King. Again, I asked folks, how did the piece of shit put a gun to his head and nobody let him pull the trigger? Why did y'all not end this piece of shit's life? I'm going to get in so much trouble for this stream, but I don't give a fuck. So, I'm on the Guardian website. We're going to read together, folks. Got to calm down again, because I'm going to say something that is not going to be cool. So, I'm going to distract myself by reading this article from the Guardian. It says, New York, at least 10 reportedly killed in Buffalo supermarket shooting. Buffalo police said earlier Saturday afternoon that the alleged shooter was also in custody. Multiple people were reportedly shot and killed Saturday afternoon in a supermarket in Buffalo, New York, authorities said, adding that the alleged shooter was in custody. At least 10 were killed in the shooting at Tots Friendly Market, according to the Associated Press, citing law enforcement officials. Sorry, give me 1 second. I'm going to see if Heavy got this piece of shit's name. They might have the piece of shit's name. They have the piece of shit's name. We're going to do this. The piece of shit's name, folks, allegedly is Payton Gendron. Payton, Payton. Gendron, Gendron. This is the alleged shooter, allegedly. This is according to Heavy.com. They have done hit or misses in the past, so we're going to take it with a grain of salt. But let's keep going. Back to what's going on with this. Let me get the piece of shit off the screen so y'all can follow along with me. Okay. Buffalo police said earlier Saturday afternoon that the alleged shooter was also in custody. I fuck with the Guardian heavy. They do yellow highlight. I fuck with them heavy. The two officials were not permitted to speak publicly on the matter and did so on the condition of anonymity. Investigators believe the gunman may have been streaming the shooting through a camera fixed to his helmet, officials told the AP. The video showed the gunman, dressed in military gear, pulling up to the front of the store with a rifle on the front seat, then pointing the rifle at people in the parking lot as he exited the vehicle, opening fire, AP reported. It's unclear how many additional people may have been shot. The possible shooter was not identified. So let me see when they put this up. They usually timestamp it. Shit. They did not timestamp it. Okay, so they probably did it like maybe an hour after it happened or 30 minutes. Here we go. The supermarket is in a predominantly black neighborhood about 3 miles north of downtown Buffalo. Hold on. Hey, bro, something is wrong on your YouTube. I can't post anything in the live stream chat. Let me see. Did they flag me? Hang on. Did they flag me? Hey, Torian, I don't know if you heard. His name is Payton Gendron. Hold on. Let me check, because Black Voltron just sent me a message saying he can't post. He can't post. I hope they didn't flag it already. Let me see. It says I'm still live. Okay. Let me go into the video. I'm sorry, folks, but I just hope they did not flag me, because I haven't said anything wild yet. I haven't even shown anything wild yet. Oh, no, I'm still live. That's weird. Okay. Black Voltron, if you could hear me, try again, brother. Try again. But anyway, let's get back to the article. Okay, the supermarket is in a predominantly black neighborhood about 3 miles or 5 kilometers north of downtown Buffalo. Now, I got to remember that the Guardian is a UK publication. The surrounding area is primarily residential with a Family Dollar store and fire station near the market. I don't know why the Family Dollar was of importance, but the fire station is important if they have EMS there. So, you know, aid could be rendered to those who were injured very quickly. Police closed off the block, lined by spectators, and yellow police tape surrounded the full parking lot. Jesus Christ. Who is editing these articles? God damn. Anyway, Mayor Byron Brown was at the scene late Saturday afternoon, expected to address the media. Braden Kephart and Shane Hill, both 20, pulled into the parking lot just as the shooter was exiting. They described him as a white male in his late teens or early 20s, sporting full camo, a black helmet, and what appeared to be a rifle. What appeared to be a rifle. You don't know what a rifle is? But okay, say less. He was standing there with the gun to his chin. We were like, what the heck is going on? Why does this kid have a gun to his face? Kephart said. He dropped to his knees. He ripped off his helmet, dropped his gun, and was tackled by the police. At the White House, the press secretary Karine Jean-Pierre said Joe Biden is receiving regular updates on the shooting and its aftermath. That's a hell of a thing to start your first day, ma'am. That kind of sucks. But you're still a coon, whatever. The president has been briefed by his Homeland Security advisor on the horrific shooting in Buffalo, New York this afternoon. He will continue to receive updates throughout the evening. Tomorrow's further information develops, he said, adding Biden and the First Lady Jill Biden were praying for the victims and their loved ones. Tots Friendly Market released a statement saying, we are shocked and deeply saddened by the senseless act of violence, and our thoughts and prayers are with the victims and their families. Police closed off the block lines. So they're just going to repeat this shit. Okay. For more than 2 hours, Erica Pugh Matthews was waiting outside the store behind the police tape. We would like to know the status of my aunt, my mother's sister. She was in there with her fiance. They separated and went to different aisles. A bullet barely missed him. He was able to hide in the freezer, but he was not able to get my aunt and does not know where she is. We would just like word either way if she's okay. And some other stuff about the mayor, but we gonna close this. Let's see. Let's check the comments real fast. Esmon said, "Watch them come up with an excuse not to charge as a hate crime." For the black mayor of Buffalo, that would not be smart. That would not be smart. That who was it? Lovely Warren? No, she was Rochester. Whatever mayor was in Buffalo when the cops put that sack over old boy's head and choked him out. Yeah, they tried that, and yeah, the cops got indicted, and that mayor lost their re-election bid. So Byron Brown would not be. He shouldn't be that stupid. What's this? Black Voltron said he can't post with his wrench. Oh shit! Did they flag Black Voltron? Hang on. Let me. Oh God. That's wild. You know what? I'm gonna Black Voltron. If you're hearing me, I'm gonna take away your wrench, and I'm gonna see if you can post in there, and then I'll put you back in as soon as I get you in. You know what? Torian, are you still in here? Yusef, there is no full video. The internet police took it down. They only have clips. Torian, you still in here? If Torian's still in here, let me know, because I'll make Torian a mod. Okay, here's Torian. Let me make him a mod. And where's hey B1? I'm gonna make you a mod too. So yeah, so y'all hold me down. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with Black Voltron's thing. But folks, while I'm doing that, I am going to I shouldn't even be doing this, but I'm going to play. I think you guys saw this on Twitter. Let me see. I'm gonna try to figure this out. Give me 1 second. Where's settings? Where's moderators? Wait, no, that's managers. How do you change moderators again? This is fucked up. Let me see. There's got to be a way I can change the moderators. Let me see, settings. No, that takes me back to this. Fuck, I forgot how to do it. Damn. Okay, let's see. Dark skin brother in the building. What's up, brother? How about reparations now, Biden? That's your proof right there. The FBI is being hunted in the United States of America. To hell with Biden. Biden's gonna come outside like the bitch he is and start bitching about 2A and guns and all this. I'm you know what? I'm just gonna say it. I think this is a false flag. Because there's something else I want to show y'all a little later. What's going on in New York. I think this is a false flag. But I'm gonna do this for y'all while I'm trying to figure this thing out. I have a video that I'm fixing to play for y'all. Now apparently this woman was in the building when it happened, and they did a raw interview with her. So I'm gonna let y'all watch that while I'm trying to figure out what the hell is going on with Black Voltron. So let's play this. It's about 4 minutes, so that should give me enough time to figure something out. All right, so here we go.
So this is Chanel Harris, and you're an operation manager at Tops. Can you tell me what you experienced?
Well, I experienced today when I was in the store. I was working, and
What were you doing?
Putting up groceries, and heard a noise. Then I got louder and closer, and everybody started running towards the back. I got stumbled a few times before I was able to get out. And by the time I got out, I ran around the front of the building, experienced someone getting shot, and I ran back because I was looking for my daughter. Found my daughter, but we both okay.
Okay, so your daughter, what does she do there?
She worked as a grocery clerk.
Okay, as a grocery. Did you see the shooter?
I seen him.
What did he look like?
He had army fatigue stuff on, and he was dressed like he was dressed for army in the army.
Oh, so, with
White
tall,
male.
white male.
White male.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so he was in like army fatigues. I heard helmet. I heard.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah. And what kind of like a rifle?
Rifle. I seen all that, and I ran back after.
Yeah.
So he still was shooting.
So you were trying to find your daughter during
Yes.
this. And how many shots do you think were fired during this?
Over 70.
Oh my God.
It was a lot.
70 shots.
Repetitive.
And it, so how did you escape?
Through the back door.
Okay. And you said you fell a couple times trying to get
I
out.
got stumbled a couple of times.
And there were, I mean, how full was the store?
It was full. It was full this weekend. It was full. Today was packed. So it's
And you said someone was shot in front of you?
I witnessed one of them.
Holy shit, they kicked him out?
I'm so glad your brother's
Wow,
here
that's
for you.
Me
And
too.
yeah.
Surprised me. I didn't even know he was here.
Yeah. I mean, he was on his
Somebody
way,
hit
which
this motherfucker.
I mean, Tops. Everybody comes to the supermarket,
Exactly.
right? Yeah.
Even across town. I live across town. I work here.
Yeah. And can you tell me about like how you're? I mean, what do you think? I mean, this is a mass shooting, right?
It's like a nightmare. I feel like it's like a dream, but I know it's not a
Something
dream.
you
But
hear
it
about,
just
but you never experience.
yes,
You know, you see
like
it.
you see us on TV.
but
You hear about it on
reality
TV.
of
Yeah,
it.
don't even think in like the schools and things like that. But
Right.
I would never thought I would be one of them.
So were you hiding in the back, or did you just run out the back?
I ran out the bag as
Yeah.
I got stumbled. I was running with everybody else.
Yeah. And where did you find your daughter? In the store or outside?
I found her outside,
Outside,
and
yeah.
outside.
And what did you think when you?
I just think I just grabbed her, I hugged her.
God. Oh my gosh. And how long did it take for you to find her?
As soon as we Samara was right
Okay.
here, it was
Yeah.
gathering people.
Okay.
And because so many people was missing, and they were grabbing us,
Yeah.
as saying this name, that name. When I seen her face, I was looking for her. So I seen her, but I was already with my niece. She was already outside with all of us. So,
Okay. Oh, you found her. You found her first.
I
Okay.
seen her first. Thank God she was out. They escorted all the boys on the backside, and SWAT had
Yeah.
SWAT and special units was there. So they started gathering everybody together as we started going back in looking for other people. That was employees, because that was the first initiative to get the employees and the customers out.
Folks, something about that interview doesn't sit right with me. Number one, I feel like the goddamn reporter was sitting there leading the questions. I don't like that. If in a situation like this, and it's a raw interview, you're supposed to let the people talk. I don't get it. And then this chick, somebody, Esma, thank you. Why is she smirking? This shit's not funny. Like, I always say this, and my wife can co-sign this. I always say this. They always put the dumbest black people on TV. They always do that. I don't get it. Why in the hell are you smirking? Why is your man on code? He ain't sitting there giggling and I'm not gonna do that. Why is he sitting there being serious and you got a smirk on your face? The Real I Spy says this might be crisis actors. I'm not gonna go that far yet. I got to do some more research. Again, this thing just happened damn near 5 hours ago. I'm not gonna go there, not yet. She said that she works there. She's what she call herself, a goddamn operations manager. Let's play the game, folks. Because these type of websites and stores they have these type of companies have a list of their managers. So let's see if they have a list of their tops associates. Let's see. Oh, that's a portal for their. Let me share the screen so y'all can be with me on this. Keemstar lives close to shit. Yeah, Young Pharaoh's up there too. I wonder if he gonna be over there soon. I'm sure he is. If everything works out. Shout out to Young Pharaoh. Anyway, yeah. So let's see. All right. Let me cancel this. All right. Let's see. They don't have any. Where's their managers? Business Plus, jobs, product recalls, newsroom, company history, and I don't need that. What if I want to see who your management team is? Let me see. Maybe it's under careers. No. In-store positions. Well, let's see management positions. Let's see. Member of management team, store manager. Okay, they do have an operations manager. Okay, so she didn't lie about that. So they don't have that. All right. Okay, so there's like no way I could see their management team. It kind of sucks. Yeah. Okay, so he pulled up in front, folks, as you saw. He pulled up in front of the supermarket. And that black car you saw and that lady walking, she was going to go inside. He capped her right in the head. I'm not going to play it here because I know how YouTube is. What I'll do for y'all is if you want the video, if you're on Twitter, matter of fact, I'm going to put it in the chat. Follow, I'm going to put my Twitter in the description, in the chat box. If y'all want to see the video, I will send it to you on Twitter. Sorry, that's not it. My bad. I fucked up. Oh yeah, I fucked up. I fucked that one up. Please disregard that one. I fucked that up. Not IG. You know what? Would y'all rather it on Twitter or Instagram? I'll let the chat tell me. If y'all want it on Instagram, I can do it on Instagram. Black Voltron, I will send it to you right now, brother. Give me a second. I'm gonna send it to you right now. Matter of fact, I'm gonna send you both because they're both chopped up. So who the fuck died? Oh, somebody play music. Okay. Black Voltron, let me send you the videos that I have. No, that's the piece of shit. That's that. Okay, let me send you that. All right, it's loading up Black Voltron. Give me a second. If y'all, so y'all want it on IG. All right, say less. All right, so this is my IG. And make sure when y'all go up in there, you follow it. Don't just be going up in there with y'all morbid curiosity, fucking around and just take my shit. So that's the Instagram right there, folks. So, yeah, so send me a DM. I'll make sure you're not. What do you mean my Twitter account is gone? No, that was I typed it in wrong. That's my fault. None but Christ. Don't scare me like that. Please don't scare me like that. I typed it in wrong. I forgot the in front of Kid Gravity. Don't do that. Whew, y'all scared the hell out of me. I was like, that goddamn Twitter Nazis, the Twitter Razi got me. Woo! Rich Kalowski, just send me a message on Instagram. Just send me a message. It's in a pinned message. Just send me The thing. So just send it to me. So basically, like I said, let's recap real fast. So the guy's name is Payton Gendron, according to heavy.com. Also, he took out 10 people, injured another 3. This was in a predominantly black neighborhood in North Buffalo. Okay, so y'all want them. All right, let me give y'all the right Twitter. Sorry, y'all. So yeah, make sure when y'all come in the door, you like the video, subscribe to the channel. This is what I do. All right, there you go. This is what I do. So, like I say, Robin Shings. What do you mean witness? You were there? Everybody that sent me DMs, I will get to you after the show is over. Yeah, that's fine. Just send me the messages over there. I'll give it to y'all. So, like I say, this is crazy. But I want to talk about what's going on in New York in terms of 2A. Because I saw an article a few weeks ago that said that New York was thinking about easing their 2A restrictions. And it got to the Supreme Court. And we all know the goddamn liberals up in New York are going to have a stroke if they allow this. I'm not going to play that site, not that site, because well, U.S. Law Shield's pretty valid. But we'll go Washington Examiner. So it says Supreme Court decision on New York gun permit law could lead to more cases. The Supreme Court will soon make a decision in a case over whether New Yorkers have the right to carry concealed handguns in public for self-defense, which could prompt the High Court to examine other Second Amendment cases in the lower court pipeline, according to a high-profile lawyer representing plaintiffs in the Empire State. So basically that first paragraph is saying that we may see... Wait, Robin Shing... Oh, wait. Curtis Stevenson, dude, I said send me a DM. I will give you the video. I can't put it on Twitter. If I put it on Twitter, they're going to suspend my account. If I do it in the DMs, that's fine. Y'all can download it for yourselves and put it on y'all Twitter. Y'all get y'all shit suspended. Y'all not gonna get my shit suspended. Send me a message. It's in the pin. It's up there in the chat box. Click it. Send me a pic. I just got a 3-minute video. Do you want a link? Send me the link on Twitter and I'll look at it. No problem, Curtis. No problem. Now, Robin Shings, I'm going to ask you a question. Now, you claim you were there. I need you to go and prove you were there. Hey, Queen Alpha, what's up? Robin Shings, I'm not playing this troll game. This is a serious thing. I don't know if you're trolling or not. I need you to send me a message on Instagram. And you have to convince me that you were there. What do you mean, no? You're not there. Okay. Say less. Okay. There was just a little bit of a misunderstanding. All right. Say less. Prince, I don't know what that means. Send me a pic. I don't know what that means. You got to tell me what that means. You can send me the video on Cloud 9718. I don't be using them. I ain't never heard of that. I'm not going to use that. I don't know. Fuck around and give me a virus. No problem, Robin. No problem. Like I said, it was just a little bit of misunderstanding. But yeah. No, I wouldn't. I would never show the website on the stream. Slasher, trust me. I've been doing this for years. I know how to operate around YouTube. That's why a lot of shit I can get away with on here that they wouldn't understand. So let's keep going. If the court, let's skip down a little bit because I don't give a fuck about that case. If the court side with the plaintiffs, it's quite possible it could spur justices to tackle cases over restrictions on high-capacity magazines in California and New Jersey, Clement said Wednesday during a closed member briefing before the House Republican Future of America Freedoms Task Force and viewed by the Washington Examiner. You know, it's quite possible that if we win in the New York carry case, then a bunch of these cases are going to be that are being held by the Supreme Court awaiting their decisions will be sent back to the lower courts. But if the lower courts don't get the message this time around, then I think that'll be the next issue up for the Supreme Court. Now, for those who are in tune with New York politics, Letitia James, that bedwench, she is on a jihad, for lack of a better word, against the NRA. But it's quite interesting that all of a sudden now New York wants to ease up on 2A. I think this is just a precursor for Crime Bill 2.0. Now, for those who frequent the channel, you understand what I mean. But for those who are new here, I'll quickly explain it. When Biden got in 2020, we all know what happened. When this global situation happened, and, you know, we had the coffee venereal disease hit our shores and everybody else's shores around the world, but particularly in the United States. We had a sudden uptick in hate crimes, particularly against the Asian American and Pacific Islander class. And even before that happened, folks, we saw politicians like Nancy Pelosi in San Francisco. We saw the then Mayor Bill de Blasio, advocate for everybody to go to the goddamn Chinatowns in their city and make sure. Slasher, send it to me on Twitter or Instagram. I will look at it later. And if it's legit, I may do a private stream somewhere else. And I'll just put up like a community post here and tell you where it is. But send it over there. But to continue what I was saying, we've gotten to see how our politicians were favoring the AAPI. Then all summer we saw people getting their ass kicked. Then we saw everybody coming out for AAPI. Then Biden got in. And once Biden got in, he made sure that one of his first executive orders was to make sure AAPI not only got $50 million in what we like to call over here in this sector reparations, but they got an anti-hate task force. Didn't really help much now, did it? Because before that happened, we had the mass shooting down here in Atlanta where the white boy went around to different Asian spas and killed 8 spa employees of the Asian ethnicity. Then, of course, in New York, we had a string, well, they had a string because I don't live there anymore. They had a string of black people knocking out Asians, beating up Asians, hate crimes, if you will. And everybody was outraged, as well they should be. But there was always the talk of, you know, it's crime and, you know, it's guns and, You know, it's always about going back to guns. Even when somebody got a 2-piece no biscuit, they still talked about guns. But then the Prophet of Doom 88 mass shooting on the subway happened. And the issue of guns got ramped up again because now, of course, the white conservatives came outside and said that, you know, it's all about the guns. It's all about the guns. And the white liberals heard what they said and echoed the same thing. It's all about the guns. How in New York, it's supposed to have all these gun laws, and this guy was able to push a laundry cart and shoot all those people. And then, of course, now you have this situation today, folks. Ironically, in New York. Another liberal city, if you will. Crime Bill 2.0 is coming, folks. And New York State and New York City will be the testing grounds for this. I don't envision them striking down or lessening the 2A. I don't see this happening. I don't see the Supreme Court of New York allowing people to have guns on them. I don't see it. I know there's in upstate New York, the rules are a little bit laxer. Unless you're in a college town. If you're in one of them little towns, I know they got plenty of gun ranges up there. I don't see it. Especially with the fact that you can drive anywhere in New York State and within 2 to 4 hours, you're in Pennsylvania and you could buy a gun and bring it back. But I need people up in New York to really start understanding what's about to happen. There's a reason why crime is high in New York. Now, yes, the economy is bad up there. They just don't, the news, they don't like to admit that. But the problem is you're letting the criminal element run wild and slapping them on the wrist. And those who want to be safe in that city aren't allowed to defend themselves. You can get a year for just having a switchblade just to protect yourself. And we all know all them restaurants in the city have slowly started extending their hours because especially with the summer season coming, tourists. And if you don't envision an uptick in crime during the tourist season, you don't understand politics. I'm going to make another bold prediction. There's going to be a tourist. Now, I want y'all to hear me. There's going to be a tourist that is going to get brutally hurt. Maybe not even die, but maybe close to death. And that's going to put people over the edge. Because New York, Chicago, LA, and all these other cities that have strict gun laws, strict crime laws, these DAs that are there are not enforcing it. The Prophet of Doom situation now in Brooklyn, the FBI went up in there and illegally talked to that man according to his lawyers. He might be going to the puzzle factory if they can prove that, which means he's not going to do a day in jail. Biden needs another 2020. Biden needs another 2020. He needs another uprising to justify bringing out that crime bill. And when he brings it out, folks, the white conservatives will be on board, who right now, hate the government with what they're doing. The white liberals who pay all that money to live in New York City, upwards to $4,000 a month in rent. All my Bushwick, Brooklyn people know what I'm talking about. 4 bedrooms, $4,000 a month. Y'all know what I'm talking about. they're going to be on board with it. Those sissified black progressives who ran around all 2020 talking about defund the police, and then got slapped in the face when Biden told them, I ain't defunding a goddamn thing. I'm going to refund them. So much so that if y'all go look this up and tell me where I lied at, that man just said everybody, every state that had leftover coffee venereal disease money, put that towards your police. DRC Racing Garage. More New Yorkers are going to go to Florida. They may even stop off here in my state in Georgia. The Great Migration is not going to stop until 2024, folks. I'm just going to warn y'all now. The Great Migration will not stop until 2024. The Great Migration will end when Democrats win the White House in 2024. Then everything's going to stop. FBA crypto soldier. Facts. Black people have to get serious about these anti-black white supremacist devils. Yes. Again, like I told y'all before, there was a Twitter space. Shout out to Black Voltron. Shout out to Great Black Shark. Check them out. Check them out. They do great content. They did a space today talking about getting the power tools. For those in the B1 sector, y'all know. Yes, ma'am. TC said it. Biden opens doors to Nazi Ukraine refugees to help wipe out black people in America. You guys better wake up. Auntie CC knows. Facts. I'm going to have a show about that maybe Tuesday night. Because I've been watching what's been going on in that Ukraine situation, and I already know I have a prediction on where it's going to go. Okay. All my B1 people in the building, I'm going to ask your forgiveness for what I'm about to say next. And I'm only saying this because I have a lot of new people here, and I'm suspecting a lot of them aren't black. So I'm going to ask you guys for your forgiveness on what I'm about to say next. I'm going to need not only you guys to get your power tools, I'm going to need white people and non-black people to get their people under control. The amount of people that are on these social media streets, I need y'all to get y'all people under control. They need a race war. Biden needs a race war. If you pay attention to politics, the former White House press secretary, the fake Wendy's chick Psaki, said Trump did not go far enough when he was talking about with the police. Robin, I don't care if you're white, Hispanic, Asian, I don't give a shit. You need to go talk to your people. Everybody in this country better wake the fuck up. I'm black. When I became patently aware of what the hell's going on with this government, I became a target. All my B1 brothers and sisters that came before me and coming after me, they understand they're a target. They do everything to us to make sure we can't defend ourselves. They censor us. Can't get guns. Tell us we can't do this. restrict our money. I swear to God, January 6th should have opened the entire nation's eyes. But y'all let the news organizations and them goddamn white liberals tell y'all that it was them white folks over there who were so pissed off over Trump that they had to go storm the Capitol because they were mad. I'm here to tell y'all folks, that's not what happened that day. What happened that day was people were tired of the government as a whole. I don't give a fuck if you're a Democrat. I don't give a fuck if you're a Republican. I don't give a fuck if you're part of the Green Party. I don't give a fuck if you're part of the Communist Party. I don't give a fuck if you're an independent. If you were an elected congressman that day, everybody that went in there to storm the Capitol were pissed off at you. Even Rand Paul, who everybody likes, they hate you. They hated him because they let this country go to hell. People sat in their homes for 9 months. No money was coming in. Everybody was starting to get evicted. All these corporations were taking our money. All these assholes sat up here and told us, oh, 15 days to slow the spread. 15 days to slow the spread. Oh, you have to wear your mask. 6 feet separation. Oh, we got this miracle drug coming out that if you take it, hey, you get to go back to a normal life. Let's not forget the fact that we didn't do human trials on it. Yeah. Got told all this. That day comes. Biden gets in. Nothing changed. We have gotten patently worse, folks. I live in Atlanta. Do you know how many sheriff jeeps and cars and moving trucks I have seen in the past 3 months? Because all those eviction moratoriums ended and all these people who didn't pay their rent get their ass thrown out. All these people sat up here fucking around thinking it was sweet. Oh, I have a 9-month vacation and I'm getting free money from the government. Nobody got high. Most people did not get a higher education. Most people did not start businesses. Most people sat up there and just wasted their money at the goddamn Gucci store. Most people went around flossing their money. Most people went around taking PPP money and scamming. Most people ran around and just acted the ass. And now we're in a worse position than they were before. Y'all, I had to hear a whole bunch of goddamn lefties and Democrats tell me for a year and a half that, oh, Trump is the racist. Trump is letting all the goddamn KKK come out. He's letting the Proud Boys come outside. He told them to stand down. He's supposedly their leader. Ultra MAGA bullshit. Guess what? Trump was never the problem. See, Trump's fault, and I plan to do a show about Trump. Trump's fault was he became an unsung paragon for people who were fed up with Obama. And he has no filter, so he'd say whatever he wants, and people were so spun up with Obama and so frustrated, they latched onto that man. You heard that bitch Biden say, hey, I'm going to unite the nation. I got this half black. Well, he called her black. She's not black. I got old Kamami over here. She's going to be my vice president. We're going to unite the nation. You know, white man, black woman. We're going to unite that nation. That's what he meant. F the black family. Oh, you're not a Democrat? No, I'm going to screw you. Go on Twitter if you don't believe me, folks. Go look up something Biden did. Could be bad. Look how many people are sitting there explaining it for him. You want to laugh? I'll give you a Twitter page to laugh at. Go look up Biden L's. And look at all those people who said Biden was the man. Biden was going to unite the nation. Biden was going to bring us into prosperity. Where the hell are they now 2 years later? Where are they? Joe Biden is the real racist here, folks. Donald Trump is a bigot. I'll say it. He's a bigot. I'll say it. I'm cool with that. I'd rather deal with the bigot I know than the racist I don't. Everybody loved Archie Bunker because he was a bigot, but he was funny with it. Y'all would rather deal with a racist. Y'all would rather deal with somebody who says, I'm pro-cop. Y'all would rather deal with someone who does not want your best interests. The man is a warmonger, and y'all voted him in. I don't know who voted him in here. Race ain't got nothing to do with it. I think you need to go do some research, sir. Because this whole story that I'm talking about had something to do with race. No white boy is not going to go to a black neighborhood and shoot up police just because. So for all y'all coming in here trying to tell me it's about race, y'all need to go do some research. Because, folks, if it ain't about race, let me hit you with this. Go on heavy.com and look this up. Guess what? It ain't about race, huh? So why was his manifesto allegedly anti-racial and also anti-Semitic? But it ain't about race, right? But y'all swear up and down that the Jewish people, they're a race, right? Huh? Yes, you're going to have several radicals. Yes. Guess what? Biden wants those radicals. The U.S. government wants those radicals. It gives them something to do. Law enforcement has been infiltrated by white supremacist groups. Don't believe me? Go look up the FBI report that detailed police units like the LAPD, like the LA Sheriff's Unit, NYPD, down in Florida, Southern Georgia. Yeah, white supremacist cells are in the police. Let me hit y'all with something else that a lot of people don't know. I'm from New York. Guess what? There's KKK in Brooklyn. There's KKK in Staten Island. I bet a lot of y'all didn't know that. And they're active. There's militia boys up in upstate New York right now. And them militia boys, they travel between New York and the Poconos. Correct, Sandra. It is about listening to people who don't have your best interests at heart. But the problem is you let them whisper sweet nothings in your ear and you smile and you go sit there and vote for them. Guess what, folks? The Asians don't do that. Historically, the Asians don't vote in national elections. Guess what? They came out in 2020 for Biden. Especially down here in Georgia. That's why he won. They know what their economy needs. They know what their society needs. They said he was the best option. I'm going to vote for him. And guess what? They got their tangibles. The Hispanics turned Miami red. And we know damn well Miami it's been years since Miami went red. I think the last time was Reagan. They knew what they needed in their economy and they knew what they needed in society. And they said Trump was the better option. And for those who don't know, in Florida, the Cubans and the Dominicans and the El Salvadorians and the Puerto Ricans, yeah, they identify as white. So yes, they're gonna go vote with the blonde-haired white guy that's on the conservative side. But again, we got too many goddamn white liberals out here and black progressives fucking everybody's head up in New York, California, and Illinois, telling us all this bullshit about how, oh, the Republicans are trying to take away your abortion rights. Oh, the Republicans are trying to take away your freedom of movement. Oh, the Republicans want everybody to be ultra conservative. No, they don't. The Republicans follow the Constitution the best of their abilities, or however they want to. They want people to be left alone. They want people to have a healthy existence with some government intervention. The Democrats want to sit there and have everybody control everything for them. Is that what you want? New York State right now is a shithole. That's right, I said it. On the audio version of my podcast, I did an emergency show called New York City is Dead. New York died on 9/11. The pandemic put it out of its misery. But the white liberals and the black progressives who don't give a shit about New York come out, stand in unison against everybody else, demonize the conservatives, even though most times the conservatives, they got no backbone. They just want to yell at people online. They sit there and tell everybody how bad everybody else is, vote blue no matter who, and nothing changes. Everything gets patently worse. And then you have what you have now, the Great Migration. Everybody left. Cuomo put in that Excelsior program to keep people in here. You'll get free college for 4 years. All you have to do is do that. 10 years, stay in the state. You don't got to pay a dime. Motherfucker said, I'm not doing that. I'll rather leave. The only people going to New York right now are the goddamn transplants. Because they get promised the $100,000 plus jobs. They get promised lotteries for apartments that most people who live there can't even afford because they price them out based on their income. We got a stupid ass man. They got a stupid ass man over there that won't lift the mandates for private businesses so they can start hiring people back again. If you want to go work, you have to go to the public sector, which means you're going to have to get the Belle Biv DeVoe in your arm. And guess what? Nobody in New York's working. The economy sucks. People can't even go back to the offices now. Office companies can't even get people in the door, and they're wondering why. Pretty soon, New York is going to fall. And we all know what happens when New York falls. This country is going to go into a recession again. Let's answer this, folks. Now, Toon said, government can't fix when a radical extremist decides to act up. Government can't fix or prevent the gangs overwhelming Brooklyn and most neighborhoods in America. Government can't fix racism. Tuned, I need you to get close to your phone or your computer when I tell you this. Sir, ma'am, let me not mispronounce you. The Capitol Police are about to be federalized and allowed to go supersede every law enforcement agency in this country by 2024. I'm warning you now, if Biden gets back in, the Capitol Police will be the only authoritative police force in this country. I promise you. I have people in DC. I have people that are on Capitol Hill. That is the rumblings right now. They are trying to find money to build up the Capitol Police. I'm going to say that one more time. The Capitol Police are very, very close. They're about 2 to 3 years out from becoming the authoritative police force in this country, which means you get arrested by one of them, it's automatic Fed charges. Do you want to play that game? Biden signed a law, folks. I bet most of y'all didn't know this. By 2026, the police agencies will be able to shut your car off. Kill switch. Would you like to play that game? Don't believe me? Go look it up. Why do you think he's trying to push electric vehicles so much? Y'all want to play this game? I'm trying to help y'all. They need this country to implode, folks. They need this country. Yes, Carl the Killer. Yes, that's why I said in 2026, because that's when they envision to have enough cars on the road that are electric so this plan can work. I'm tweaking. Sure about that, Gussie? I challenge you to go look this up. Matter of fact, I'm going to do it for you before I get out of here. I'm going to do it for you. Because I don't understand how I tell you these things and I put these in these videos and y'all don't go and look up the video. I have the video on my channel. Say I'm lying, huh? You think I'm lying? You know what? I know y'all. Y'all not gonna take this site serious. All right, say less. Let me see. Okay. I'll give you Microsoft News. So y'all can tell me that this is a lie. This ain't gonna happen. This is you making things up. You trying to gaslight Biden. Right. Okay. What does that say? New law will install kill switches in all new cars January 5th. Tell me again I'm lying. Am I lying? Matter of fact, I'll even use the article that I used when I did that. And of course, the fact checkers try to come out and say it was a lie. Here's where it is. The Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act. Go look that up when you get off this. Because it's in there. Vehicle kill switch. It will require automakers to begin including what can be best summarized as a vehicle kill switch within the operating system of new cars, which is described in the bill as advanced drunk and impaired driving prevention technology. Right. Where you at? Tell me I'm lying again. I'm making things up. Please tell me this. You think the cops are going to use this just to stop drunk drivers? You really think this? They've done the breathalyzers in the cars. They have devices like that where you have to blow in the car to make sure that you're not drunk and the car will turn over. That doesn't really help. They've done that already. You could look that up as well. I've seen them. This is a move for these organizations of law enforcement to mess with the American people. How would you like it to be driving home and you swerve away to avoid a pothole or a goddamn animal that jumped in the road and the cop is sitting there looking at you and he just kills your car? Let's even go past that. We already know the hackers in them already going to get that technology. So they'll start fucking with people. You'll start hearing people in 2026, 2027. They'll just be driving along on the road, get their car killed, cause all major accidents on highways. You're correct in a way, Tuned. Yes, they're not profitable. Here's the problem. That shouldn't be left to them. It's on us. Now, I know my B1 squad, they know voting for us, you have to be an exceptional candidate. to get our support nowadays. We closed ranks. We're not doing, oh, you look like me, I'm fixing to vote for you. We're not doing that anymore. We check paperwork. Just like all you other races, when these politicians show up, I know y'all go to the meetings. I know y'all go to their rallies. And I know y'all run up on them and ask them questions. We do that now. We've been doing that, but we're doing it now on a bigger scale. So much so that your news organizations and Joe Biden started picking up on it. Why do you think he got Ketanji Brown Jackson in so quick? Because mind you, notice, confirmations hearing like that could take a while because everybody got questions. They got her in there quick because she needs to be the deciding vote in all this stuff he needs to pass before he loses in 2024. Because once it's law, you can't take it off. You need an act of Congress to take it off. You need 3/4 of Congress to get rid of that. And they already know they're going to face opposition on anything that Biden puts in from them damn lefties. Bill Gates already told y'all, I'm trying to get rid of at least 10 to 15% of this world. No, I tell a lie. 50% of this world's population. This is all plots, folks. This is why I said earlier, this could be a false flag to hammer more about the gun, about trying to take away 2A. Down here in Georgia, they just said you don't have to have a permit for a gun. I have my mixed feelings on that, but I'm going to study more on that. But just to wrap this up, prayers to everyone that was killed, prayer to their families, those that were injured, may you make a speedy recovery. But I need everybody here, especially my B1 family, to wake up. The government is relishing this right now. They want autonomous control over us, folks. The scamdemic didn't work. Don't think just because people got the Belle Biv DeVoe in their arm that it was a win. No. When all that stuff dropped, people were already on the ground discrediting everything. That's why they started censoring everybody. I lost a video on my channel because I made a joke. They would love for, like I said, 50% of everybody on Earth to just Thanos snap. They would love it. More money for them. I need y'all to wake up. Get on these internets, stop watching bullshit, and start really understanding what's going on surrounding you. Everything is political now. I grew up in an era when a slice of pizza was $1. Now it's damn near $3. You can't find stuff in the supermarket or very limited amounts. Yet he's sending baby formula to the border. Sending it to Ukraine. You want some change? Stop voting for the establishment. Study your local politicians. Study your state politicians. Study your governors. Study their running mates. Study their opponents. Write down a list with you and your family, or if you by yourself, write down a list one day and write down what's important to you and see if it matches up to them. When you see them out there, ask them questions. This is what we do on this side. We ask questions. You got to do that. Question everything. That will save your life. Power tools will save your life. Situational awareness, save your life. Reading the room, save your life. Y'all better get on these YouTube channels, fuck around, and start learning how to hunt and fish. You better learn how to break down animals. Learn how to tell which plants are which and what their use is. Buy your supplies. Start stacking up on water while it's still cheap. It's not a game anymore, folks. Can't just sit home anymore and just lollygag and hope things will just right themselves. Sometimes you got to be the change. Now, this video might not still be up based on what I reported. It might not be up. I'm going to download it. Might have to put it on Rumble. But us as citizens of this terra firma, you got to look towards your communities and you've got to make a decision. Are y'all going to ride together or are you going to have to be a nomad? And you're going to have to get with people that think like you. That's all I got to say. I'd like to thank everyone that tuned into this impromptu broadcast. Again, prayers go out to the victims and their families. I hope the piece of shit dies. Thank everyone that came into the chat and talked. I will get to your DMs after I get off. Be safe out there. Please be safe. I'm out.